This has been a brutal Extreme Rules match, and you gotta believe that something's gotta give. Shawn Michaels steals the show again. You've done it. Bask in the glory. Shawn Michaels is the new world champion. This is gang warfare. This is dangerous situation. Batista bomb, and Randy Orton has been silenced. Batista's team reigns supreme. The Game and Undertaker brawling like never before. Taker with the tombstone, but the lights have gone out. And who the hell has attacked the Undertaker? Triple H wins this amid controversial circumstances. But what the hell is going on? Oh my god. Well, I think we've found out why Sting is here. Sting, the dream matchup, may just be happening.
Now get the cards, the darts, from my generation, I'll take the let's get it on. We're in this together and do it all. They say that nothing's forever. They refuse to see the change in me. Why won't they wake up?
On a night where anything can happen, we start the final 4 episodes before the granddaddy of them all, WrestleMania. Hello everyone once again. No Limits Wrestling episode 16 is sold out, jam-packed to the rafters for an incredible night of wrestling action of No Limits live here tonight. Tonight, the fallout from Retribution begins and the road to WrestleMania continues. And in this part, coming immediately, starting off the night, a huge World Heavyweight Championship Steel Cage match to determine who will go to WrestleMania as champion. Will it be Cena? Will it be Michaels? John Cena versus Shawn Michaels inside the Steel Cage right now for the World Heavyweight Championship. That is happening right now, up next. However, also here tonight will be the Money in the Bank qualifying matches. Yes, at WrestleMania there will be a Money in the Bank ladder match, and tonight superstars have the opportunity to qualify for a shot at the bank at WrestleMania. And also, after he screwed the Undertaker last night, Sting finally speaks out, and is he going to challenge Undertaker? A huge night of action guaranteed, where the next pay-per-view will be WrestleMania. And coming up next for the World Heavyweight Championship, our opening contest is a Steel Cage match, and it will be for the World Heavyweight Championship, a rematch from last night at Retribution, where Shawn Michaels defeated John Cena to win the World Heavyweight Championship. And here he comes, set here tonight for his first championship defense, and it will be against the man who he defeated to win that championship last night, John Cena. Never before has there been a Steel Cage match in NLW programming. The last time we had a Steel Cage match, oh, and there you see, from behind, John Cena, he not giving Michaels a fair chance at all, ramming him into the steel steps, and that's just disgusting. John Cena not waiting, a sneak attack on Michaels, and this is disgusting. He wants that world title back, and he's going to do it by any means necessary as he drives the Steel Cage door right into the head of Shawn Michaels. As I was saying, well, there you see John Cena shutting the door to signify the beginning of this matchup. John Cena, the only man, along with The Undertaker, to previously compete in a Steel Cage matchup. That was at Breakdown. That was also for the world title. And on that night, John Cena lost to The Undertaker. Will he lose again tonight? Or will he reclaim the World Heavyweight Championship and give Shawn Michaels a very memorable getting tongue-tied. Give Shawn Michaels an unmemorable championship reign as Cena coming off the ropes with yet another shoulder block takedown. And again, 2 times now. Are we going to see a third? Or Shawn Michaels tried to get at Cena, but the cage stopped him. Goes straight into the cage wall, and look at the strength of Cena to hold him up in the air like that for so long, and brings him back down with a suplex. Here is the cover, and a kick out by Shawn Michaels. There are a number of ways to win this matchup: pinfall, submission, or by escaping the cage. And you see the athleticism of Shawn Michaels going over him, and then the drop kick by HBK, and drives him into the steel yet again. Oh, now is it going to be an FU from Cena? But Michaels gets out of the predicament, and the stunner. Now going to drag him away. Shawn Michaels never competed in a steel cage match before. John Cena has, so in that respect, catapulted into the cage, or so we thought. But Cena going to make an early escape, going to try and scale the cage. But Michaels is right back after him, and now sends Cena straight into the cage wall. And now is Michaels going to get an early escape here and retain the world title early, but instead dragged back down by Cena, and Cena backs him over onto the steel. A very dangerous situation to be out there. Oh, look at that. The confines of this cage, and Cena now marking Michaels, but a low blow by HBK. Knee driven up between the legs. Cena, that may have winded him momentarily. And now Michaels going to pounce, but caught him. Cena, the strength to catch him, sent into the cage wall and brought back down with the spine buster. We saw last night the War Games cage match at Retribution, where Batista's team dominated Randy Orton. We're seeing the cage in full effect yet again here tonight as we kick off the evening with a steel cage matchup. Such a huge match to begin the road to WrestleMania officially, because the next pay-per-view is WrestleMania. Cena trying to get out of it again, but Michaels having none of it, going straight after Cena. This is the third match between the two. Cena's won one, Michaels has won the other, and this is the best of 3. And look at Michaels trying to get over. Oh, and now he's hanging. If he drops, he wins this, but manages to swing his momentum over onto the top of the cage. And now this is a dangerous situation for Michaels and Cena, but Michaels now getting back into the ring, and so Cena. They're on the ropes, and I don't like the looks of this. The neck breaker from the top rope. Shawn Michaels, when it looked like all hope was lost, managed to get back into this in a humongous way. The neck breaker from the top rope, and we've got to check this out again. Look at this. Both men look like they're about to escape, but Michaels brought him back into the ring. And with that net breaker, John Cena might be in some serious trouble. The double elbow by HBK, and there is the kick up, vintage of HBK. And now Cena is in trouble. Flurry of shots and a clothesline by Michaels. If he can build up the momentum, then he may have a chance of pinning Cena in the middle of the ring. He could escape, he could win by submission. He's on the top rope now, and the elbow drop to John Cena. Shawn Michaels was defeated by Cena at the Royal Rumble due to a technicality. Finally won the title last night at Retribution in the brutal Extreme Rules match. This is the third match between the two, but you gotta believe that Extreme Rules match is still taking a toll. And you see there, Cena's reactions were affected. Thought he was going to go for the sweet chin music and covered his head, but caught out, and Shawn Michaels almost won the title right there, retained the title right there. Cena sent straight into the cage wall, and yet again, Shawn Michaels, it could be argued, has all the momentum. Oh, not at the moment. Cena shoves him away. Got to get back into this, and he's not working right now. Misses the elbow yet again. John Cena has to get to his feet quickly. Michaels off of the ropes, and a massive clothesline, and he does. And of course the advantage of having a rematch so soon after the loss of the championship means Cena is fired up. He's ready, and he's, going to put on a hell of a performance, because he wants to be champion heading into WrestleMania. Claims last night was a fluke, but he can prove that tonight if Eve wins. Is he going to go for the 5-knuckle shuffle but misses? Shawn Michaels now in complete control. Going to set up the switch in music, but Cena catches him over the shoulders and the FU, and immediately goes for the cover. Here it is, but for some reason Shawn Michaels manages to kick out. Cena can't believe it, the fans can't believe it, but they're willing Shawn Michaels on. They want him to be champion at WrestleMania, but John Cena would like to put a halt to the celebrations as the skull of Michaels sent straight into the steel again. And John Cena feels this is the perfect opportunity as to escape. Trying to climb the girder. Michaels again on his tail, not letting Cena get any momentum. And a kick to the skull. Shawn Michaels is standing tall at the top of the cage, and that is what this is for, the World Championship. Shawn Michaels has him in a dangerous position, and so high up, and the sunset flip from the top of the cage. An unbelievable manoeuvre, and the third match between the two is almost just as exciting, if not more, as we take a look back at this. Look at the height he went from the top of the cage, the sunset flip to John Cena. And that is a harrowing view there, through the cage wall. Cena in trouble, but reversed it. And Shawn Michaels sent into the cage, and now, look at this. Has him held, and he's got that SDF locked fully under the chin. And there are no disqualifications in this matchup. And Shawn Michaels may tap out or even pass out right here. Cena lets go. Realises his best option may be to go for further damage. He's scaling to the top rope, but Shawn Michaels has endured so much damage in this matchup. Can he endure more? But the athleticism of him, and the DDT. Good grief. My goodness, Shawn Michaels not showing any signs of self-doubt or even showing any signs of damage. Another incredible maneuver, and yet another replay for another incredible counter by Shawn Michaels. Leaping ability to jump to the top rope and deliver the DDT. Cena gingerly at his feet, and the sweet chin music. This has got to be it. Here is the cover. But, for some reason John Cena managed to get to the ropes out of instinct. Perhaps it was just that instinct, and he knows John Cena is desperate for that World Heavyweight Championship, and he is willing himself up right now. I don't think he even knows where he is. But Shawn Michaels, meanwhile, trying to escape, following the sweet chin music. Is he going to escape right now, but dragged back down by Cena, and oh my goodness, he's on his shoulders, and no way is it going to be this. The FU from the top rope. For the love of God. John Cena pulling out all the stops. And Shawn Michaels may be out of it right here. He's barely moving. The FU from the top rope, and John Cena not going for the cover just in case. Just gonna hightail it out of the ring and out of the arena, and oh my goodness, he's almost gone. Shawn Michaels' world title is slipping away. John Cena, all he has to do is drop, and he's won this match. Oh, good grief. Great instinct there, and that is retained in the title. Shawn Michaels drop kicking the door, and John Cena got a little bit overconfident, and it cost him yet again. Shawn Michaels has proved everyone wrong. He's proved Cena wrong, and he is still the World Heavyweight Champion. An incredible cage match to kick off NLW tonight. Cena angered at the loss, but Shawn Michaels so grateful that he gets to enter WrestleMania as World Champion. Well, we thought it was over at the Sweet Chin Music, and we definitely thought it was over when the top rope FU was hit. John Cena, all he had to do was drop to the floor, but instead, Shawn Michaels drop kicks the door, and John Cena embarrassed tonight. Not a good night for Cena, Not a good week for Cena even. And there you see Triple H celebrating with his friend. Shawn Michaels is still the World Heavyweight Champion. And I bet you that they'll celebrate. John Cena gonna have to contemplate over his loss. Shawn Michaels, still your world champ. Triple H celebrates with him. But you gotta wonder what's going through the mind of John Cena, because he is no longer world champion and Shawn Michaels is on top of the world.
I am the best in the world. I've been the best ever since day one when I walked into this company.
I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs. My addiction is wrestling.
For years, I have proved to everybody in the world that I am the best on this microphone, in that ring. Nobody can touch me. I am the best in the world.
My name is CM Punk.
There you see John Cena still in the ring, still thinking over his loss. I mean, that steel cage match was basically his final opportunity. He's not going to get another one heading into WrestleMania. He must be gutted, and you gotta wonder what's going through the mind of John Cena right now. He's got the microphone in hand. What's he got to say?
All kidding aside, I just want 1 second to publicly acknowledge that was the better man, and I would really like to congratulate him on his victory.
Well, a great show of sportsmanship by Cena. Wants Shawn Michaels to come out right now. But is HBK going to come out, or is he going to make Cena wait? Cena, what's going to happen? Well, it looks as if this has taken a turn for the worse. And there he is. The Olympic gold medalist is in No Limits Wrestling. Kurt Angle has made his debut. None of us ever expected this. But he's here to confront John Cena. It would appear that way. Cena wanting to congratulate Shawn Michaels, but instead, the Olympic gold medalist comes out instead. Kurt Angle is in the NLW arena. And what a turn of events this is. Two combustible elements and, well, there you see. Sign of sportsmanship there from Angle. Handshake and Cena. But oh my! The Angle slam. Kurt Angle making his presence felt. And John Cena has been warned. Not going to be his night. Following a loss in the steel cage, John Cena suffers at the hands of the Angle slam. Kurt Angle putting a stamp on this company. He is back. We thought he was going to show a sign of sportsmanship, but instead, the Angle slam. My goodness, how great is it to see Kurt Angle in NLW? Unbelievable. He's got the upper hand on Cena here tonight. But surely John Cena not going to take that line down. How will he respond to the news that the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle is back and better than ever here in No Limits Wrestling? Cena locks his eyes on him. Shawn Michaels, congratulations on becoming the World Heavyweight Champion. I know it must mean a lot to you, and great successful title defense just now. Anyway, now you've got to focus on WrestleMania, as do you, Triple H. Shawn Michaels, you're the world champion. Triple H, you're the Royal Rumble winner, and I think you both know what's going to happen at WrestleMania. Now, until you get your hands on each other at WrestleMania, and I know, I can see it in your eyes, that both of you want that championship, no matter how strong your friendship is. But anyway, it's going to be a great match at WrestleMania, but for one night only. D-Generation X, I am allowing you two to have a celebration. Go out there later tonight and celebrate how you please, because Shawn, I'm glad you're world champion. But just watch out, because Triple H over there is coming after your championship. Anyway, enough from me. I know the bond is strong between you two, and nothing I can say can ever break it. But that World Championship has gotten into relationships in the past. So, just be careful of that. Be forewarned. Anyway, enough of me talking. Congrats, Sean, and later tonight you can celebrate. Well, it looks as if D-Generation X is going to reunite once again here tonight, but coming up next is the first of 5, even 4 even, Money in the Bank qualifying matches this evening. The winner of this match will be the first man to advance to the Money in the Bank ladder match at WrestleMania. And there you see one man who would love to get World Heavyweight Championship gold, the NLW Intercontinental Champion Alberto Del Rio. If he could successfully defeat his opponent here tonight and go to WrestleMania to compete for an opportunity to have a World Championship match at any time, any place, that would be his dream. And you never know, could become the first ever dual champion in NLW history. First man to hold the NLW Intercontinental Championship and the world title, that would seem appealing to him. However, he has got to get through this guy. The 7-foot-tall, 323-pound beast. The big red machine, Kane, as Alberto Del Rio waits in the ring for the man who he has to face. You gotta wonder what's going through his mind. Kane, another man who would love to go on to WrestleMania and compete in Money in the Bank. It is an opportunity of a lifetime, that is for certain, and that is why we've got 4 qualifying matches here this evening for you. And this is the first. There are 6 spots available, and one of them is going to be filled out right now. Will it be Alberto Del Rio, or will it be Kane going to WrestleMania and competing in the Money in the Bank ladder match? As Del Rio looks into the dark eyes of Kane, Kane is like a brick wall, he's not going to tumble down easy. As Del Rio looks him at, and now, well, Kane immediately out of the starting block going for the clothesline, but instead ADR ducks and gets him by the waist. And now this is what Alberto Del Rio's got to do. He's got to be quick, he's got to be pacey, and that's exactly what he's doing right now with stiff shots to the back of Kane. Not the time to be cocky, and it cost him right there. Kane now, flurry of offense, vicious shots to the face, and that big beloved hand of Kane comes colliding off of the skull of Alberto Del Rio, but a kick to the gut may have bought him some time, but instead, knee to the gut of Alberto Del Rio, and he is down on the mat. Kane going to take advantage with the drop kick. Here's the first cover of the matchup, and Del Rio manages to kick out. And you see there, hightailing it out of the ring, but punched, and he almost fell down to the mat, but he just about manages to hang on. Kane sees it, but instead hung up in the ropes, and that may have bought Del Rio some very valuable time right here. He's back in the ring, but Kane, Del Rio had him scouted very well, and Kane goes shoulder first into the steel ring post. Del Rio is a vicious individual with an MMA background. Has held the Intercontinental Championship since December 2012, would you believe it? One of the longest reigning champions in NLW history, as he's followed by the throat, but reverses that. And again, going to go to work on that arm, going to weaken it so that he can apply the cross arm lock, his famous finishing maneuver, and win by submission. He's going to try and go for it here, but Kane bats him off, and with the hard clothesline sends Del Rio down to the floor, and now going to be dragged away to the other side of the ring. No man's land for Del Rio right now. Kane going to use his power to his advantage, comes colliding with him in the corner, and now has him. The strength of Kane, the sidewalk slam, here's the cover, but Del Rio manages to kick out yet again. Kane is an intimidating force. Last night at Retribution, defeated long-time rival and long-time friend Test. Kane, with that momentum, hopes to have it in this match, but it's not going well at the moment. Misses the clothesline from the top rope, and Kane crashes and burns, and this is where Del Rio can perhaps take advantage. Oh, what a backbreaker by Del Rio. Is this all? It seems as though it's going to be that way, but instead Kane manages to kick out, and Del Rio sliding to the outside. Wonders what the hell he's got to do to defeat this monster. If that's not going to do it, but... Oh, wait a minute. Grab the Intercontinental Championship. Not legal, obviously. But Kane doesn't see it. The referee's warning Del Rio of using that. Oh, but instead, throttled by the throat. Del Rio in trouble and it cost him. The chokeslam to the mat. And Del Rio may have been put away. And he has. Kane is the first man to go to WrestleMania and compete in the Money in the Bank ladder match. So we now know one of the 6 guys who is going to be competing in Money in the Bank at WrestleMania, and it is Kane. Alberto Del Rio squandered a very unique opportunity, trying to cheat but backfiring, as we see here. This mistake by Kane led to Del Rio with the backbreaker, but instead Del Rio threatened to use the belt, but to no avail, as he was chokeslammed to the mat, and that was what ultimately cost the IC champ. Hasn't punched his ticket to WrestleMania thus yet, has Del Rio, but Kane is going to get the opportunity of a lifetime in the 6-man Money in the Bank ladder match at WrestleMania. The first of 6 individuals, and Kane, the most dominating presence, may have the early advantage and may be the early favourite. However, still to come next week, Sting will finally speak out about his attack against The Undertaker at Retribution. Sting speaks out, coming up next on NLW next week.